My husband picks on me that I say that every time. Today we are making orzo in a tomato broth with sausage and herbed ricotta on top. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I have already browned my sausage in my pan. I cut it into bite-sized chunks. So they were link sausages I cut into bite-sized chunks. I have cooked them in my pan. I make sure my pan has quite a wide side so that when we add the broth, it has room to move around. I'm keeping all my toasty bits in here from my sausage, getting it warmed back up. And I'm going to cook my onion in here until it's nice and translucent. The best thing to do for this dish and for most cooking is to make sure you do your prep ahead of time. That way, while you're cooking, it makes it a bit less stressful. So I have one large onion that's diced that's going in. I also will be adding in, I have half a head of garlic here. I have oregano, basil, and parsley all chopped up, ready to go. I'm going to be adding that into my ricotta as well. I have my pasta water on the side getting ready to boil. Here's my box of orzo. It's absolutely delicious. We're also doing homemade garlic bread. I'm making a separate video on this so that you're able to make this along with it, because to dip it in your tomato broth is heaven. All right. So we have, while we're getting our onion ready to go, the other things that I have are my tomato paste. We're going to be adding in crushed red pepper for a little bit of heat. I have my bone broth to turn my tomato paste into tomato broth, salt and pepper. And I went grocery shopping with my little one today, and he was helping me pick out groceries. I accidentally picked up sharp provolone instead of Parmesan, but we're gonna grate this on top, it'll still be good. So while our onion is getting nice and toasty, we're gonna scrape off all these beautiful bits. It has so much flavor in it, and it's going to add a lot to our broth. And then we'll be able to get it off better when we add more of our liquid options as well. While that's going, I have my ricotta. In a bowl, I'm going to add in some of the a lot of the chopped herbs that I did earlier, along with some pepper, a dash of salt, kosher salt. I like to give it a little dash of garlic oil as well. Give it a good stir. I like to add this on top of my pasta. I like to add it underneath a fried egg with tomatoes is really good. Put it on your toast. Ricotta is really great in sweet dishes as well. You could use it with some like balsamic strawberries. Really good. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the herbs. There we go. So that's all prepped, ready to go when it is time. Beautiful. Now that the onions are starting to sweat, I'm able to really scrape off all of those brown bits off of the bottom of the pan. See, we're starting to clear those brown bits, and they're going onto my onions nicely. Once my onions get a little bit softer, I'm going to add in the garlic. While we're at this point, I'm going to add in a little bit of the crushed red pepper flakes. I don't want a lot. I don't want it to be hot or spicy where it's overpowering and you can't, you don't want to finish the food. They're coming out slowly. Don't worry, I'm not putting a ton. But you want enough to give flavor, to bring a small amount of heat to it. Teeny tiny. Alright, those are looking lovely. I'm going to add in my garlic. Need a bigger cutting board. Add that garlic right in there, making sure to keep a close eye on it so that it doesn't burn. Once I can start to smell the garlic, I'm going to add in my tomato paste. And my herbs. It smells so good. I wish you could smell this. I hope you make it so you can smell this. No matter what you make, if you cook onions and garlic, it always smells like you're making something amazing, even if it's just onions and garlic. Look at how beautiful, getting nice and toasty. We have that nice caramel color from all those sausage bits. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add in my tomato paste. I'm using Hunt's tomato paste. This is a 12-ounce can. You don't have to use a 12-ounce can. You can use a smaller amount if you want less tomato flavor. Get it all there. All right. Going to let that start to get softened, then we will add in a little bit of broth. This is going to help me turn that tomato paste more into a liquid, using a silicone whisk to really work that in. Right now my heat is on medium low, just until I'm able to get that incorporated. I didn't want to burn my garlic. And then once we get more of the liquid in there, we can go ahead and increase that heat. And we're going to add a little bit more. We're using bone broth, chicken bone broth. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you could use a vegetable broth. All right. Looking lovely. Going to add in my herbs and the rest of the broth, and we will come back when we're ready to combine everything. I've added all my herbs, I've added salt and pepper, and the rest of my bone broth. So we have a nice beautiful tomato broth going here. I'm going to reintroduce my sausage that I cooked earlier so that it can combine and stay nice and warm. I'm going to keep this on low while my pasta is cooking. Orzo takes about 9 to 10 minutes. Also, because I just added my pasta, I put my garlic bread into the oven if you're making them both at the same time. All right, we'll be back when it's ready. Our orzo is all done. I am going to go ahead and top it with my sausage chunks and my beautiful tomato broth. Beautiful. We are also going to add in a dollop of our ricotta, herb ricotta. I like to put it right on the side. And there you have it. It's so delicious. I hope you enjoy.